An uneasy calm lay over the human enclave as xenobiologist Tirza Mayer watched the violet Chezrul sun sink below the horizon. Night on planet Arth 377K fell with disorienting swiftness, plunging the rocky red desert into frigid darkness unbroken by moon or stars. Thermal goggles flickered to life across the research outpost, veterans and newly arrived settlers alike steeling themselves for the trials ahead. 20 cycles ago, humans arrived as astonished witnesses to the Chezrul sanctification, this planet's dominant sapients willingly succumbing to reproductive suicide when a spectral entity named Isth-Akul manifested, decreeing their species obsolete. Driven by sacrifice embedded in Chezrul genes, 90% took slow-acting poison to renounce biological claims on Arth 377K, ceding existence to those deemed more worthy. Tirza's team helped fleeing holdouts who rejected mass death, grimly understanding why ghostly Isth-Akul, perhaps mass delusion or cloaked alien, targeted the Chezrul. Their fanatic communal instincts contrasted humanity's defiant individualism, making humankind the entity's next candidates for sanctioned evolutionary expiry. Initial cooperation seeking answers collapsed when Isth-Akul declared its assessments must not be questioned or impeded. Now interspecies camps eye each other warily in the deep cold. One people annihilated and adrift, the other marked with extinction yet refusing to leave this contested ground. As howling night swirls spectral manifestations testing conviction and sanity, desperate Chezrul ponder terrible choices, and Tirza's thoughts drift home to her own rebellious daughter facing judgment back on Earth. What truths light this darkness for peoples whose best and worst instincts now lock together in a struggle for souls and worlds? Tirza commanded the defense when Isth-Akul's shimmering wraith forms attacked at frost dawn, provoking panic as humans repelled the nightmare assault. Phantasmal limbs disrupted molecular bonds, threatening annihilation until Tirza seized an ion rifle and dispersed the entity with radiant heat. The figure billowed into reeking mist, promising to remanifest stronger and more terrible than they could imagine. In the exhausted aftermath, Tirza confronted Jexkaj, senior surviving Chezrul, demanding the whole truth of Isth-Akul's incarnations. Ancient records depicted a trans-dimensional being assessing and pruning sapient crops through the eons, honoring successful civilizations by preemptively ushering their ascension. Eons past, Isth refused the Chezrul evolutionary validation due to communal over-individual development. Driven by manufactured genetic loyalty, they acquiesced, until these rebels made contact with defiant humankind. Jexkaj faced Tirza, four eyes quivering, his story defying her frameworks of science or faith. She eyed his stinger crest, designed to inject peaceful toxins into those resisting communal codes. "Does your species court suicide again, hoping for validation?" she challenged. Jexkaj wavered. "Or will you fight alongside those who withstand erasure on our own terms?" As Tirza prepared an emergency broadcast urging human colonists toward united resolve, perimeter alarms screamed warnings of entity breach. This inexorable evaluator returned from interdimensional currents, questioning why humanity persisted when judgment was pronounced and consequences made clear. In the cold stillness, Tirza stepped forward alone, soul-steeled by legacies of ancestors facing such mortal trials, and also inheriting their will toward life. She had witnessed two peoples respond to extinction's abyss. Now humanity etched its answer.